Hi Gemini, thank you for joining the channel. I'm Allison with Moon Oracle, and this is your reading for May 2019. There's some type of force. I feel like there's a push. There's this like you could be involved in a lot of communication, and maybe it's because you've been a lot to yourself that now people kind of feel bold enough to confront you about it. But it might throw you off. It's just like you just want to it's like you end up like jumping out of your own body or something. Something, just this real fiery push, this force, just, it takes something away. It takes something away to transform you into something more. You feel more grounded with where your mind is at, with where your heart is at too. But just kind of feels like, I don't know, I'm hearing like, okay, that's enough. I kind of get it now. Now I want to move differently. I want to do something different now. I want to give something a chance. I don't think I need to hear anyone else tell me how to get there. I think I know for myself now. You might feel a little lonely, but you know it's for the best. But you're focused. If there's a target, if your mind is set on something or someone, you're continuing to explore it, but you're moving about it in a way that's like, I don't have to keep looking at this in the way I used to anymore, because there's obviously more to it. In order for you to become more open-minded, you need your space in order to get a better understanding of what you may actually end up really connecting with. Like, whatever it is, it actually might be just for you, but you didn't know it before, but you might know it now. And if you get quiet enough with yourself, if you continue to stay to yourself a little more, just to really get that understanding, you might end up realizing, wow, like, I can do so much with this information. I know what to do with this now. I know how I want to move with this now. Either way, you're getting clarity. But it definitely feels like this out with the old and with the new kind of energy. But I don't know, I'm kind of tired of like, I'm kind of done with the bullshit. I know this is not what it actually is, so what is it? Do you know? Can you tell me? If not, then let's not waste time. Let me just figure it out then. Let me figure things out for myself. You're holding on to something that opens up your mind to more creativity. It could be good for you. They could be good for you. But you keep it to yourself. You just gotta keep it to yourself, because it's... maybe you are taking the time to just slow down a bit, and you're realizing, like, I don't have to move as fast as I thought to get that clarity. I see where it didn't get me. I see where it did when I was under evaluation with self and everything else around me. It's a lot, so maybe you don't mind waiting longer, because if it feels like it means something that's significant enough for you to explore, then you want to do it right. You want to go about it right. You want to go about it smart. So this might mean that you're still going to kind of keep yourself separated from everyone else, or from certain people. But you're definitely gonna get something in return. You're gonna be rewarded with something. Maybe it might be with work, but either way, because it's like you're speaking to your twin, your other half. It's like now you feel a little bit more open to your emotions, that you're like, wow, I haven't talked to my other half in a while. Maybe I should get clarity from them. Do you think I'm going about this the right way, I hear? to your twin. And probably, you know, definitely some humor added to it too. Like, you do this all the time? This is how you feel all the time? This is how you think? Like, how do you do it? But you're here. You're here. You don't have to know. You don't need to know where you're going to go next. All you need to just believe is that you're going somewhere that's right for you. Always be open to communicating, though, especially if you feel like you need to. I mean, you have to do it anyway. Like, work related. I feel like for you, Gemini, work is a good way for you to polish up. You always change, and you only improve more on yourself because work helps you do that. You communicate a lot when it comes to work, so that helps you build your relationships, stronger relationships with people. But once it comes down to love, your emotions kind of just start to, you stop. You kind of go to a halt, because you're like, well, how deep is this going, and do I need to go this deep? Do I need to go this far? Like, does this really make sense? This is why you end up kind of coming to a stop, a pause. There's a block. Because it's that one door that you just rather choose to not open. The logical way feels more comfortable for you. I get it. It's a part of your nature. But it's honestly harmless. It's harmless. It's not, once you do take the time to communicate your emotions, and so does that other person, it doesn't mean because of what was said that it results to that whole thing being just one thing. It's not really what it looks like. It's your fears. To get ahead, you gotta, it's okay to explore what you're not used to. What makes you feel uncomfortable only makes you feel uncomfortable because you don't understand. Once you enter that room, you're not, that's not it. You can still leave. You're not locked. No one locked you in. There's no way for you to be trapped in there. Just, you can walk right back out. But what are you learning from what you just entered into? Like, what are you picking up from that? And how does that help you move forward and build stronger and more relationships? How do you understand yourself better in order to succeed in this area? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull a crystal card from using the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. I'm gonna pull one card, and the crystal that comes out resonates with your reading and your overall journey for May. And what I want you to do is, this is homework for you. Just research about the crystal. Do all the research you want on it, but it resonates with your journey in May and helps make more connections. So let's see. Yes. Talking about logic and emotions, and look at that. You got the rose quartz. Love. Research this. And just, if you need more time to yourself, fine, but definitely keep talking with yourself, and you'll figure it out. You're smart. You're very intelligent. But don't be afraid to use your emotions, because that only makes it, honestly, it makes you stronger in a lot of aspects of your life. So thank you. I'll see you next month.